All right, Active Studio, I'm Liza. I'm here to deliver 10 minutes of strong core. We're just gonna kind of get straight to it. So, I want you to come to your bum. I am gonna be using a ball today. So, I like mine actually a little bit squishier than this. So if you can, you deflate it just a little bit, but it'll work either way. So, I want you to place the ball, kind of wedge it in between your low back and the floor. And then you start to kind of C-curve your body. So tuck your tailbone, start to shine your sit bones toward your heels. And then go even further, shine them toward the back of your knees. And then your hands, they can come right behind the thighs. I just want you to sit up nice and tall. So you're gonna lift up, 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 and then tuck the tailbone, lower, down, down. Think lift, lift, up, sit tall, and then tuck the tailbone, C-curve around the spine, and then lift. Now, one thing about your C-curve, I could get on a soapbox. Rather than shortening your spine, can you lengthen your low back and then lift, sit up nice and tall, get longer through every vertebrae. Tuck, reach, lengthen the low back as you get low, and then lift. 2, 3, 4. Now, if you feel good, take your hands, reach them out in front of you, and then lift right back up for 3 and 4. Think tuck, round, 3, 4. Here's 8, 7, 6. You're gonna go 2 counts. Here's 4, 3, 2, 2 counts, lift. Lift up, now tuck the tailbone. Think reach the sit bones forward, and then lift right back up. Think tuck, round, lift, up. Now from here, we're gonna freeze at the bottom of your C-curve. I want you to hold the C-curve. Think about your belly button pulling down into the ball, but I want you to think about your back body almost trying to get lighter on the ball. So your front abdominal wall is gonna push down as your back tries to lift up off the ball in opposition. Here's 8, 7, 6. You're just gonna freeze at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, freeze, hold. 2 counts, take your biceps by your ears. Lift up, hug the abs, and then reach. That's where the shake happens. You lift up, there it is, and then lower right, back down. Now, rather than resting on the ball, think about that opposition of your back body trying to lift off the ball, but it never could because your front abdominal wall is pressing so heavy down and back, like behind the back ribs. And then think about that length. You're gonna lengthen through the crown of the head as you do. It's up, then down. Here's 6, you have a little work zone. 4, 3, 2, tiny little lift. Up, then down. Little lift, little lower. Here's 8, go 7, 6. Here's 5, just freeze. 4, 3, 2, freeze, hold. Tiny little lifts right here. Little up, 8 more. Here's 8, I'm gonna go to your right oblique. 6, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe. Take a second, get a little bit of a stretch. Now, the ball, it's gonna stay exactly where it was. This time, we're gonna start to move, and I'm gonna focus on the right side of your body. So kind of wedge the ball to where you need it to be. Reach your sit bones forward, lower down. Now, I like my hands behind my head, a little bit kinder. Actually, hands heart center. So you kind of decide, pick your poison, and you're not married to anything you choose. Now, from here, I want you to lift your right leg up into tabletop. Now twist. I want you to twist toward the right knee and then right back center. You want to twist and then unwind. Now, can you keep the weight in your sit bones the same on either side as you twist? Notice you're probably gonna want to get lighter in the left sit bone or the left hip. Don't let it happen. Only twist from the rib cage up. Now, every time you twist, if you want to layer on, you never have to. You're gonna reach your right leg long. In 4, 3, 2, add the right leg. So you twist, reach the right leg long, and then right back into the center. Exhale, twist for 2, then unwind for 2. Now, rather than thinking about getting your elbow all the way there, can you actually think about your left armpit reaching toward your right thigh? You reach, twist. Here's 8, it's a little work zone. In 6, we're gonna interlace our fingertips. 4, 3, 2, freeze hold. Interlace the fingertips. Now, take the weight even through the hips, little lift. Up and up. Here's 8, go 7 and 6. It's called mermaid, y'all. In 5, you get to ditch the ball. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Okay, set up. I want you to come onto your left knee, and then you're gonna take your left hand, down onto the ground. Take your right leg nice and long. Now try to square your hips straight forward, like headlights in front of you. Take your top hand and reach it up toward the ceiling. Now knowing you can keep this bottom hand down the entire time, and just know she gets kind of gnarly fairly quick. Your top hip, kind of press it slightly forward. Now, take an exhale. If you feel good about it, you get lighter in the bottom hand. You lengthen through the crown of the head so you have a long line from your toes out through the crown of the head. If you want more, take your bottom hand, wrap the ribs, tiny little lift. Up, down, little lift, little lower. Still lengthening out through the crown of the head, little up, little down, only coming from the right side body. Here's 9, 8, and 7. Y'all, you got 2 more sets. In 5, it's all out of love. Here's 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Get a second, take a stretch. Lengthen. The second set, we're gonna find a little twist. So I want your top hand, go behind your head, kind of press into your hand. You can stay here. If you feel good about it, you're gonna take your bottom hand behind your head. Now, hips don't move. 2 counts, twist to the ground. Think twist to the ground, then unwind for 2. Exhale, twist, unwind. Think lengthen through the side body even as you're twisting. You're never trying to cinch. Think exhale as you twist, and then inhale, unwind. Know that your right glute is also starting to fire. Here's 8, I'm losing my breath. In 6, you're gonna go singles. Here's 4, 3, 2, single counts, don't bail. It's twist, unwind. Now double check, is your top hip moving? Can you stabilize it just a little more? Here's 8, here's 7, in 6, you only have 1 more set. In 4, go 3, here's 2, here's 1, stretch. Okay, this one, it's kind of the worst, but it's also the best. Cool. You're gonna swim, you're gonna hold. So from here, I want you to lift through that right oblique. Take your bottom hand, reach it up if you got it. Top hand reaches up, swim. Down, then reach, then lower. It's 1 hold, you're just gonna get long. Here's 3, go 2, freeze, hold, get long, 8 more. Here's 8, go 7, in 6, whoo, there she is. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe. Take a moment, we gotta get the other side. Your left leg is gonna bend on this one, left oblique I should really talk about. So take the ball, wedge it, get it where you need it to be. From here, hands are behind your head, find your C curve. Now, lift the left knee. 2 counts, you're just gonna twist. Think twist, untwist. Think exhale, twist, and then unwind for 2. Exhale, twist for 2, unwind for 2. Twist, then center. Now try to keep your weight nice and even as you twist. Never let your right cheek start to lift. Every time you twist, we're gonna reach the left leg long. 6, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, add the lengthen. Think lengthen as you twist, and then unwind into the center. Exhale, twist for 2, unwind for 2. Now rather than resting on the ball, help it. Let the ball help you deepen the engagement, and then unwind for 2. Okay, from here you have that lovely little pulse, right? You're gonna take the fingertips, you're gonna interlace them on the opposite side of the leg. In and in, reach out and out. There's 8, go 7, in 6, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze, hold, interlace the fingertips, little lift, little lift. Here's 8, you have mermaid, then you're done. In 6, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ditch the ball. From here, I need your right knee down, I need your right hand down, left leg nice and long. The ball's gonna roll away, we don't need it anymore. Now, from here, reach your top hand nice and long. Take your top hip forward. You can keep the bottom hand down, but if you feel good about it, I want you to wrap the waist, little up, little lift, little lower, little up, little down. You're lengthening out through the oblique, even to lift, little up, little down. It's all about the left side of the body. Your left glute's gonna help you. You got 8 more. Here's 8, go 7, in 6. You're so dang close. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe, get a stretch. Second set, we're gonna twist. Cool? Bottom hand can stay, but if you feel good about it, we are gonna lift it up to the back of the head, 2 counts. Think twist, and then unwind. Again, think exhale, twist, unwind for 2. Trying to keep that top hip nice and steady. She's unassuming, right? Right away, you're like, whoo, holy moly. Untwist for 2, singles in 4. Here's 3, here's 2, single counts, don't bail. Right here, twist, unwind. Don't let the top hip move, it's gonna wanna come with you. 8, here's 7, in 6. You only got 1 more set, you're out. 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe, quick breath. We swim, we hold, you're done, you're out. You made it, here we go. Bottom hand gets later, top hand by the ear. Top hip, reach the bottom line. Arms from the top, down, then up. Think lower, then lengthen, hold. 4, 3, 2, freeze, hold. 8 more. Here's 8, go 7, in 6, get a little bit longer. In 5, here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, reach. Whew, you did it. Good job, y'all, way to crush.